This week's challenge is to stage a concert.
A lot of traffic today, Dave.
Not just any old concert, but a special celebration of deaf art, featuring hundreds of deaf and hearing people performing together.
One night, there flew over the city a little swallow. The swallow saw the statue on the tall column and settled at its feet.
I think it'd be a fantastic opportunity for deaf theatre companies or integrated companies like ours to be able to go into some of the main houses in this country.
I was trembling with anticipation.
We all want to be accepted seriously, accepted for who we are as good actors.
Oh, and by the way, it's not just any old venue, it's the most famous one in London, the Royal Albert Hall.
Wow, that is quite a sight. You don't often come into the Albert Hall and see it empty like this. That we're going to have to paint it or something nightmarish. Hello? Hello? Hello. Ah. Hi. Okay. Clean-up starts here. Hi. Hi, I know this face.
Hey,
4 Weddings and a Funeral.
David Bell.
Hi, David.
And on behalf of the RNID, we have a challenge for you.
Thank you. I think we actually met.
Yeah, we met briefly for Weddings and Funeral premiere, Leicester Square.
Brilliant. So you're involved with a charity?
Yeah, I do some work with them, just raise deaf awareness in the UK.
Here we are. Right, in 28 hours, the Royal Albert Hall will host the biggest ever celebration of deaf arts and performance. You're staging the show, and you've got to find 5,000 people to watch it.
Yeah, this is Ben. He's a sign language interpreter. I think you need him.
Right. 28 hours. Right, well, the clock's ticking down from 28 hours. But this is our nerve centre. Might not look like one, but we like to think it is. Okay. And we'll be coordinating the challenge from here. Deaf arts and performance. So how do I go about doing that?
Yeah, and I know one person who might be able to help.
Right.
It's John Wilson, and he's deaf arts officer at SHAPE. John Wilson will have a list of different organisations that you can contact and different individuals, artists.
Okay, so how do I ring up a deaf person, for example?
There's a text phone, there's a compact, and all you do is just dial the number of the person you want to speak to, who has a text phone themselves, and place mouthpiece on there and press on.
Shall I type in? Right, I've asked him to try and find us up some performers for 4 o'clock tomorrow afternoon. Crikey. I'm so hot and bothered after that. My typing skills are so appalling. OK, you have come to the right place. I know he's going to put. You are wonderful. Thank you. This place is like a maze. We're now on our way to see David Elliott, who's actually the chief executive of the Albert Hall. So brilliant of you to help us out.
I've only just heard about it. This is real,
You're
is it?
being overrun, I'm afraid.
Hi, I'm Rob, show manager.
This is Rob, the show
Rob.
manager.
Welcome. Yep.
I mean, where do we start?
I just want to make sure that this really is practical from our point of view.
Right, well, don't say no, because we'll be
well-
absolutely stuffed.
What you'll need is lighting companies, sound companies, trucking companies,
So everything.
Everything,
So
basically.
what do you do then?
I
Show
coordinate
manager.
it all. I coordinate it. So you need to go out and find a show, extracts from a show, choirs, orchestras,
And then build
and
the other show around that.
pull the whole thing together.
Oh, that's a good idea.
Yeah.
Okay.
I've got an idea on that front, so we're actually heading for the West End. Ben's come along too, our interpreter. That was really weird in the truck just then.
That's where I was talking to David and I wanted some extra information. And I turned to you and you just ignored me. That wasn't personal.
It wasn't personal at all. It's just that the whole point of acting as an interpreter is I'm just the mouthpiece for the two people who are talking to each other. If I start to interject, then that whole kind of process breaks down. Really, you're talking directly to the deaf person.
Right, well this is the Prince Edward Theatre. And literally 2 nights ago, I came here with my son Thomas, who's 6, to see Crazy for You, and it was brilliant. Stage door.
To go round to the right, and it's the first on the right.
Thank you. We're doing a challenge, and we have to stage a show tomorrow, and we're looking for someone who might be able to help us coordinate putting on a show. Sorry about this. Sorry about this. We're doing a challenge, and we have to stage a performance at the. We have to stage a performance at the Albert Hall tomorrow.
Richard.
We haven't got any performers.
What are we doing for the next 24 hours? Girls, can I have your attention? Are we decent?
Keith over in their element.
That's right. Come to ask you a very big favour, girls.
We just wondered if any of you could help us out. Would you mind working on a Friday afternoon on your precious time off? And I can't tell you what you'll even be doing at this stage because I've no idea.
We'll work something out between now and tomorrow
But
afternoon.
It's for a great project.
Yeah?
Yeah?
Okay.
Are you up for that? Shall we meet at the Albert Hall then?
Right, later on this
When could
afternoon.
you get there?
5 o'clock?
That would be wonderful.
Okay.
Thanks again very much. See you tomorrow?
Okay, see you tomorrow.
Now, if Keith and Dave start getting too nosy, just... Well, it looks like then we've got some help with the performance tomorrow. We just need to get some deaf performers to go in our show.
Absolutely. It's Iberia Cafe, Annie. We can go and surf the internet.
But what is internet? Sorry. Hello?
What is internet? Yeah. Go on.
It's a communication system, Annie, using computers on telephone lines. Big news at the moment.
You surf the
You
net.
surf it
Surf
for
the
an
net.
amount of time.
And the good news is we get a coffee as well.
Well, that sounds brilliant. Where is it? We need to surf your net.
Great.
So Dave tells me. I mean, I don't know where I am. I don't know what I've come to.
Okay.
This is
Well, Dan is
another
the
planet
man.
to me. Dan's the man.
Stand the man, tell us what it's all about.
All right. Okay, what we've got here, there are like areas of the net that people can discuss things in.
Danica. Rebecca speaking.
Hello, Danica.
Calling all
deaf performers.
We need you.
Yes, we need you.
Well, Pedro, you've seen the park across the road, haven't you? What have you got? 23 hours to go. So, any good performers?
Yeah, we've had some fantastic ones come in, if you want to have a look at those.
Patrick Moore wants to play Hurricane, accompanied by the Wren Orchestra.
Yeah.
Oh, Patrick, thank you.
Top celebrity.
Reigate Infant School, a little play about what it's like to be a deaf child who's thought to be stupid because he can't speak. Puppets. What else we got? A male voice choir.
Do you want to have a go at doing it?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Oh, it's Damien Barry. I wondered if you would like to come to signing karaoke we are having tonight. Bring a bottle. Oh no, bring your best signing arms.
Requires 150.
200
200.
together.
So you've got 280, about 280, 300 people really, Rob.
Split each side?
Yes.
Right.
Yeah, yeah.
Right. That's okay.
Yeah, they're just being moved around, aren't they, because of the time. They won't get
But if
them
we
there.
give about half an hour to each, then we should be clear by 3:30.
Oh, Pedro, onto the stage at the Albert Hall. Isn't that glorious? Hello, everyone. Sorry to keep you.
That's
How
okay.
are you doing? Have you
We're
recovered?
panicking hysterically here,
Good.
I have to tell you.
Good.
Just time-wise, we had a problem. We have a problem at the moment fitting all the choir in.
Right.
Because the projectors are going to be where the choir was sitting, so we're having a little bit of an argument at the moment as to who's going to win, as to whether...
Who's winning?
At the moment, I think the projectors are winning at the moment.
Far for the goals. Just to explain, video screens are for the signing,
Yes,
for the audience.
but also some of the audience lip read, we gather, so they want to be able to see video screens as well.
Right.
So,
Great.
Dawn has been wonderful. She's stage managed. She's grabbed stage managers from every theatre in the West End this afternoon.
Yeah, we've
who are
got
going
a-
to come along at 6 o'clock tomorrow morning to be here during the day to help.
I've got hold of Tracy Bennett, who is one of our principals in She Loves Me. She's agreed to do
going to link.
the linking.
Oh,
But we've got to get her back to the theatre because she's on stage that night.
Right.
So we cannot run over time, otherwise we're in
no,
real
we won't.
problems.
Okay.
Okay, it'd be a bit panicky, but she'll cope. She's very good.
I have to say, it's the tightest schedule tomorrow morning that I've ever worked to, and if anybody is 5 minutes late, I don't know what's going to happen, but we're just going to stay up all night and
the
pray
trouble
that
is,
it will happen.
once people see you work like this, they'll
Yes.
never
This is
expect
it.
you to take 3 weeks or whatever it usually takes to put a show.
Ruins our business. Ruins the whole business.
Hello.
I'm Paul from Entech.
Paul from Entech. Hi.
How you doing?
This is very noble of you, Paul.
It's a pleasure.
We're very, very grateful for this. You've just come at a sort of good panicky moment, really.
We're all starting from scratch, but you're going on stage and you're doing this number in a pink dress.
Gary
I
Glitter.
think not.
The Gary Glitter number.
Fantastic.
Rory. So we'll be working on getting
Put the lighting
them
in
other
first.
grid first
Yeah.
for the lights
Yeah.
and then going on from there. Fine.
Yeah.
We're still desperately looking for performers, so we're off to Acton now, to a deaf karaoke club. I've no idea what to expect. Oh, very good. Hello, everyone. I'm very sorry to intrude like that. Can I introduce Ben to you, who I'm working with at the moment? And what I'm here to ask any of you is, I mean, I've just seen a bit of your karaoke and it sounded great, is I don't know whether you'd be prepared to come along tomorrow afternoon and actually perform for us at the Royal Albert Hall. There might be other performers here who can do other things. Oh, yes, someone over there. What do you do?
Yes,
we part the choir.
I've been civil choirs, more the kids singing.
Okay. What about this little girl here? Can you sing? What's your name?
Elizabeth.
You're not deaf, are you?
No.
What are you doing here?
To send to my dad.
Oh, I see. You sign with your dad, do you?
Yeah.
Is that your dad there?
Yeah.
All right. Oh, get him down. So how long have you been able to sign for?
When I was a baby.
Will you ask your dad if he thinks you're a great help to him?
I a big help to you.
What did he say?
He says I'd help him to talk to people.
We're now actually facing one of our biggest challenge crises ever. The problem is we can't actually get through to enough deaf people to make this whole project work. We need performers. Well, we've got through to a few, but not enough yet, as it stands at the moment. But the biggest problem is behind me. The most huge auditorium you could imagine, 5,000 people. And at the moment we've got 250 people if we're lucky, and that includes my 2 children and Dave's mum. Hello?
Is that Annika?
Yes.
Annika, hi, it's Paul Kershaw, Virgin.
Paul, this is brilliant of you.
No
Thank you.
problem.
Are we on air now?
We're not yet.
Oh, right.
We will be in about 2 minutes.
This is
Okay, thank you very much.
Another 30-minute marathon.
30 minutes Virgin.
They reckon they can send 118 in 3 coaches.
Why are you calling me? Is it a complaint or something?
It's
or
desperate.
You
Well,
after the tickets or what?
I'll complain afterwards.
Okay.
You know, I have a request and it's fairly urgent. And
Okay,
it's
go
a
ahead.
wonderful opportunity for your listeners.
Right.
Okay.
There's a big event going on tomorrow in the Royal Albert Hall, a big concert for the deaf.
I hope you can come. Thanks very much. Cheers. Bye now.
We're trying to now see if we can talk to someone on the Big Breakfast to see if we can get a slot tomorrow where we can make an appeal for people. And I'm ringing the producer who's doing tomorrow's show.
Hello.
Is that Carl?
Yeah.
Carl, it's Annika Rice here.
Hello,
This
Annika
is
Rice.
sort of kind of an embarrassing phone call, but I'm in
What did you say?
I'm in deep trouble here, Carl, and I
Why?
just wondered if you lot at the Big Breakfast could help.
Of course we can.
We're in the middle of a challenge, and we've got to fill the Albert Hall, Royal Albert Hall. No, seriously, by tomorrow. No, this is serious. By tomorrow afternoon, with 5,000 people.
Henrietta.
Henrietta.
Yeah.
Who's Henrietta?
Who's this?
It's Annika Rice.
It's not Annika Rice. How did you know I was tomorrow's producer?
Because I'm working with Chris.
Are you working with Chris Foraker?
Yeah.
You get Chris on the line.
You're unbelievable.
You didn't believe it at all, did you?
What are you doing?
Henrietta. No, it's a legitimate thing they were doing, and I said, ring Carl, he's tomorrow's
Yeah, yeah,
producers by chance, and
Yeah.
you didn't believe Annika at all.
So you made your decision?
What, I made my decision what job I'm going to do?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I did, Carl, yeah. But we're actually shooting right at the moment, so I'm going to hand you back now, okay?
Okay.
Bye.
You're so unbelievable.
Anyone else you want to talk to on the team,
I don't
Carl?
know. Is there anyone I should
Dave
talk to?
Chapman, ever worked with him?
No, I haven't. I'm looking for work from Friday, actually. Maybe.
You're unbelievable.
What I have here is the original drawing I did, assuming the rig was flat.
Right.
Then I've got my scribbled working out calculations, assuming it was 20 foot.
Right.
But it's not going to be 20 foot, it's going to be 10 foot.
There are points, but there are no motors there. I mean, we could make amendments. But if we go off stage in a straight line before we then go up stage, we're going to be eating up all your cable before you. Yeah, and we haven't got a great before you've actually got to the back.
Where's Patrick Moore? We were thinking of putting him in the East Promoters office. Do you know where that is?
I certainly do. It's back out here and to the left.
And we might want to put Tim Flavin in with him as well.
Both in the same dressing room.
Yeah.
They'll be very good friends by the time
I
we finish
hope
this
so.
show.
This is ridiculous. The producer of the Big Breakfast is still convinced it was a wind-up, so I've had to send him a fax with details for tomorrow. So here we go.
Going up.
Pavarotti, Clapton, Sting. Shower them off there.
Right, we need to try and get through these a bit quicker.
So we'll have a look in here.
Okay.
But that'd be absolutely brilliant, yeah. The more the merrier, basically. Great. We'll see you tomorrow. Thanks very much.
18 hours, 8 minutes and 36 seconds to go, and at the moment we seem to have a lot of performers in place now, but if you look behind me, I mean, that's a barn of a place. 5,000 people. I don't know where they're going to come from. We've got practically no audience at the moment.
Wake up, it's a beautiful morning. You feel the sun shining for your eyes. Wake up, it's a beautiful wake up.
Before the first performers start to arrive, we've got about 20 minutes, so we thought we'd nip up to BBC Broadcasting House, which isn't too far away,
and see if we can make any appeals. We're still desperate for this audience.
We're going to be backstage, getting people to the stage.
What we've got to do is fill the Albert Hall this afternoon. Can you tell the people on your coach it's the free show? Albert Hall, 3:30.
Royal Albert Hall this afternoon. Doors open at 3:15. The show starts at 4 o'clock. It's for free. Chant Dramica. Go along. Look, it's free.
Hi, you out and about doing broadcasts?
I am, yes, that's right.
Can we join in?
Yeah, sure.
We're desperate to get a message to people in London.
Oh, right. Okay. Should I have a word with the producer first?
Yeah,
then,
sure.
think?
I mean, only if we could, obviously.
Yeah, okay.
We'll sort of loiter.
Okay.
And if the phone rings, perhaps you could shout again.
Yeah, all right, we'll do, yeah.
Okay.
So I've got to get my mask up.
Oh, get your mask up.
Yeah, all
okay.
right.
We're trying to stage a show. We started yesterday, and the show actually has to happen this afternoon for deaf arts and deaf entertainment.
My producer does a good turn with the mandolin, actually, so I might send him down there.
Oh, please, he's booked, he's on, he's starring, he could start the show off.
We can't talk to stage management, we can't talk to front of house, we can't talk up there. The organ needs fixing, needs switching on.
So have they
We've
got to get
no-
a new set of
Hopefully,
intercoms? Because we are
hopefully,
now
because
20 minutes late already starting.
I don't know what the hell they expect us to do because we can't talk to anybody.
Radio 1. More music.
We'll record you a trial and we'll put it out later on today.
Oh, brilliant, okay. I promise you it'll be a stunning afternoon. Doors open at 3:15, the show starts at 4 o'clock, it's absolutely free. We'd love to see you.
Radio 2.
Is Terry Wogan?
It is, yes.
Is it?
Right place.
Can we come in? Good morning.
Clear off, you. Clear off out of it. Go on. Get out of it. Go on. What do you want? What are you after now?
Oh, we'll go then, shall we? That seems to be it.
This woman only comes in to see me when she wants something.
There's another one. Here's another one. Look, had I have known, lads, I'd have washed me hair. The dog's in here. Oh, look. What's the dog got to do with
The
it?
dog just loves you, Terry. He's just been asking for weeks to meet you, so we just brought him in to say
Strange
hello.
power I have over women and animals.
Animals, yes.
Tell us about what you're doing.
It's a bit impossible, this one, because we only started yesterday. We've got to put on this afternoon at the Royal Albert Hall a complete show using deaf entertainers.
Who's the strong one?
We've come for the deaf choir. Come to do some drama here.
I'm from Common Ground, down theatre.
Right.
And I've come with the with a bit of sound singing.
I'm Michael.
Hello, Michael.
From Show of Hands.
Oh, thank you very much for coming along. Which group are you? With the Heart Malvoids Choir. Oh,
We're here to play concert.
And what are you playing?
I'm playing the drum.
Playing the drums. Brilliant.
You've gone the wrong way, Duncan. Where are we going? This way.
Stage. Go like that. Very good. Arena. Yes. Stalls. Great. Great, Zanny. Thanks.
Are you the lot from Tilbury Primary School? Brilliant. And what have you come along to do for us? Are you deaf or not?
Some of us are deaf, we're saying that.
Are you headmaster?
Deputy head, yes.
So how come all the children learn sign? Is it?
As they've grown up through the school, we have a process where we'll be able to teach the children in mainstream as well as the children in the unit. The children from the deaf children are able to work in the classroom with the other children, and we all learn together.
So the school has a deaf unit attached to it?
That's right, but we work and the children are integrated into the mainstream.
Brilliant. Oh, it's brilliant to have you all here. You better go and find out where you've got to be, OK? I'll tick you off the list.
Thank you.
Good to see you.
Funny thing is, when I watch children signing, I realise how old I'm getting, because I don't understand some of the signing. They have their own type of phrasing and slang, like
really?
safe and sound, as we say in English. They have their own kind of sign language, and
So you're
sometimes
completely lost
I
there?
can, no, well, not totally, but sometimes maybe their peer group can understand.
But isn't it brilliant, that school, where there's that integration and, you know, how you can see it could work so well in every single school?
It's not the same as an audio rhythm, it's a visual rhythm. And you can see it, someone beating their knees and bending, and there's a kind of a flow in the way they're signing that I perceive as a rhythm, but it's a visual rhythm. Most people appreciate that when they see it.
And can you watch that and sort of feel the song that they're singing?
Certainly I can. I mean, it moves me as a song would in the same way.
Yeah. It's just unbelievable.
Oh, the rhythm of life is a powerful beat. First the tingle in the fingers and the tingle in the feet. A rhythm on the inside, rhythm on the street. And the rhythm of life is a powerful beat. Oh, the rhythm of life is a powerful beat. First the tingle in the fingers and the tingle in the feet. A rhythm on the inside, rhythm on the street. And the rhythm of life is a powerful beat. Oh, the rhythm of life is a powerful beat. First the tingle in the fingers and the tingle in the feet. A rhythm on the inside, rhythm on the street. And the rhythm of life is a powerful beat. To feel the rhythm of life, to feel a powerful beat, to feel that tingle in your fingers, to feel that tingle in your life, life, life. You've got the rhythm, 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 rhythm of life.
Thank you. Thanks so much for coming along today. This is brilliant of you. I hope you like our fantastic rehearsal room. It's pretty impressive. We had it built just for you. Valerie, thanks so much for coming. We're just intrigued to know how you conduct when you can't hear.
I can actually hear. I have reduced hearing. I've got a hearing problem. But I can actually hear, and I am using 2 hearing aids with a special remote control, which I've dropped over there at the moment as I walked in.
Because you weren't always hard of hearing.
No, it struck very, very suddenly 3 years ago.
Right.
And it was very dramatic because they were involved. I actually collapsed at a concert. And one day I had hearing, perfect hearing as usual. 48 hours later, I didn't have anything. And that was really frightening. But it's stabilised, and really it's thanks to these specialised hearing aids.
Right. Well, I hope you find your gadget
Yes,
to be helpful
so
later.
somewhere I'll pick it up when we get going.
Well, thank you.
And then have them standing there, that side, and then sort of coming down.
You realise how many there are?
You know, hundreds.
Oh, lovely. It's so, James, it's so all the people will be able to hear you, because if you just talk, it's so big that they won't be able to hear you.
And we're about an hour behind at the moment because certain groups, we didn't have the right technical information, so we're trying to put things together very quickly as we can.
Say welcome to Wong's Wonderful Circus.
Welcome to One Wonderful Circus.
You shout a little bit, don't you?
Would you like to
Can
say
you
that
do
again?
that?
Welcome to One Wonderful Circus.
Brilliant. That's good.
If you can do it like that this afternoon, that would be great.
Richard looks miserable. Sick as a parrot down there, Richard.
At the moment, yes.
Sick as a parrot. Richard has not had any sleep,
No.
so he really is...
Just thinking about the radio mic for this
Right.
gentleman.
All right, now I just want to give you a few signs. The interpreter's going to voice over, but I'm going to tell her to stop now so that you can watch me, okay? So I want you to all look at me. No, I want you to look at me. At me, at Anne. Don't look at Vanessa, she's only doing my voice, that's all.
Must be the first time ever 25 interpreters have been in one location.
It's a congress of interpreters, I think.
Yes, I think it is.
And settled at its feet.
I have a fine golden bedroom.
We've put a very large loop round the outside of the Albert Hall, and it will relay all the sound into your hearing aid. If you switch your hearing aid now...
again then, please.
Yeah, it works fine.
Wonderful.
Okay.
Straight from the top again. And then...
Yeah, that's great.
Good?
Yeah.
It was a bit messy, I must be honest.
Where were the other bits that were...
I've got that. I've got the...
Not this. I mean...
No, there were no other parts.
Is it 12 again? Oh no, hang about. No, it's not. It's 10 the second time. You're right. So it's 12 the first time and 10 the second. Right.
Then, mate. From the top is easier from the top. From the top again then, please.
Right. They're already on stage, so they're fine. They're already on stage, so they're fine. We're going to need one in room 6A as well.
That's 4.
Yeah, so we need 4. So we need room 1, 2, 3, and 6A.
Right, is that to go down now?
Yeah.
Heart male voice choir on stage, please.
Hello again. Hello. Are you lost?
Yeah, we're trying to find the refreshment place.
Oh, I don't know.
I suspect they've gone for a walkabout outside.
So keep going. It's all in a circle. And see if it's eventually come round.
We have a problem here. The National Heart Choir are missing.
Where
They've
are
gone
they?
for a walk. Because they understand.
School's out, and have we got a treat in store? Chinese dragons, silent movers, the circus, and the Wizard of Oz.
So we're going to have to come back and get the other kids on, do that. Oh, we found them.
Some
we
of them
found
are fairly
them.
elderly, so it takes a while.
Okay.
All the red ones now, they're reflecting into the monitor. So, anyway.
What time's it finishing?
5:30.
That's all right.
Give or take. Finished it.
So what do you think of what you've seen so far?
I think that you've managed to get quite a lot done. There's a lot of people here. I think it's very good. It's a good atmosphere.
They're switching the organ on now for you, okay?
How did you become an actor?
Well, I've watched films since we're very small, so I've always been interested in films. And when I was about 15 years old, I saw a Shakespeare play done in mime with no words, and I was really impressed with it, and I wanted to learn how to do mime, to be able to show such a difficult concept without using words. So, and then I just carried on from there.
So do you have any strong views about integration? I mean, would you be behind that sort of policy?
Well, I think that that people are a whole society, and that there's lots of different types of people, and that they integrate. You can't separate people and put people in boxes, put a label on their forehead. It's better to see people as a person.
Don't worry, brother. Your family. With my brains and your strong arms, we make a winning team.
I'm free to be whatever I choose, and I'll sing the blues if I want.
Well done. Well done. Getting there.
You only see what people want you to see. How long's it gonna be before we get on the bus and cause no fuss? Getting about yourself, it's all.
When we're on stage, a big group of people perform, big lines connecting the characters. So when you perform this afternoon, think about the connections that you're working together.
That's the most beautiful dress. How did you get off school?
I didn't go to school.
You just skived off?
Yeah.
So you've got a big hot date this afternoon?
Yeah.
having a lovely time.
He's showing off, he's showing off. He's seen you, that's why.
He wants to be in the show. Hingham, so you shall. This is a very weird experience. We've climbed sort of 200 or 300 feet up, right to the top of the Royal Albert Hall. We're in the glass dome at the moment, and the acoustics are incredible. You can hear the choir below. Can you walk on this? Are you sure? Oh, oh, you're going to be sick. Oh, my God. Oh. Can't, don't worry. No, don't. If he can't, he can't. Probably can't see on the telly what it actually feels like. We're just on this sort of grate, and about 300 foot below, you can see the Malcolm Sargent Choir and the Wren Orchestra and 17 different signing deaf choirs. There's about an hour and a half to go before hopefully all that space below is just going to be throbbing with people.
That sounds wonderful. You sound very, very good. I think now that you hear the orchestra, gives you a little bit of hoil, as we say in Wales. Oh.
Right, what we need is someone from the choir to stand in the middle of the signing choir so Vera can lip read them, so she can lead. Just someone with very clear enunciation.
Okay.
So she's a marvellous lip reader.
Right.
But
Okay.
she needs to be able to, you know, for tempo and things like that.
Well, hello, everybody.
Hello.
And hello, Evelyn. We've met. Do you remember?
I do remember.
Evelyn Glennie, of course, everybody knows her as a world-famous percussionist. And Patrick Moore, this is fantastic. And you know Evelyn, I gather.
We've played together. I do indeed.
We've met a few
yes,
times.
we have
Right.
indeed.
You have been rushing around like a mad thing, doing your normal sort of commitments and everything, and you've popped in today to meet... You're all from the Mary Hare Orchestra. Great.
Absolutely. I mean, they've been playing and rehearsing. There is very little I have to do with them because they are absolutely tip-top.
Can you explain how someone who's profoundly deaf can play an instrument?
Well, I think probably they can explain better than me.
Well, how do you play, how do you do what you do?
Well, I'm curious by the actual platform that they're standing on here, which is a carpeted floor, which I would assume is quite difficult for them to actually feel the vibrations.
Yes.
But I think that eye contact is absolutely crucial.
How do you manage to play the violin with lots of other people making sounds around you?
Well, I can't really quite hear the other people quite a lot. I can hear Mike quite close.
So you just concentrate on what you're doing?
Yeah.
And hope that everyone else is
And also
concentrating?
concentrate on Miss Rocker and keeping count.
Miss Rocker?
Yeah.
This is you, is it?
The boring
So you're the
teacher,
boring,
yeah. The
boring
boring
teacher.
teacher.
Where thy gentle wings abide.
Try the quick one, yeah.
I'm afraid we still need to have the children kneeling because I'm sorry.
Right, it's fine.
Okay, fat man.
No, fat bloke.
Fat bloke. He
Fat
did
bloke.
ask to be called that.
Fat bloke,
I'm not
definitely
being
fat
personal.
bloke. No, Lincoln is the real name, but fat bloke for everybody
prefer
else.
fat bloke.
You're not chatting me up, are you?
Now he's got all sorts
You're not, are you?
of... No, I'm not. No, I haven't time, actually.
you?
I'd love to, but it's just
You,
fraught
you can
round
have
here.
you can have a pop, or you can have a pop with sparkles, or you can have a whoosh.
I said to him, my orchestra's don't talk to me like that.
160, there you go.
Right, we're just waiting for a fire officer to come down who's just going to be in attendance.
Before fat bloke gets
Yeah,
going?
yeah.
Right.
All right, Rob.
There's
Yeah.
160,
Have
Mary.
it, is it? Okay, this is very fast.
Right. Oh, that's pleasant. And lovely. Lovely flash.
Flash together, if you like.
One of those then,
Together.
Oh, yes. Lie down, roll over. Now push your phone out.
Right.
What is the time? Where's the clock? Where's the clock? Where's the clock? Where's the clock, Keith, David?
We've just got 10 minutes to rehearse. We've just got a new number been put in. Evelyn Blenny has just agreed to do a number. We've just rushed off and got the music.
Right.
Just got 5 minutes to rehearse. Praise for you.
What is the time? I have to look at your
25 past. Okay.
Go and speak to Gary through Dawn's headphones, please.
Good luck. Half an hour to go.
We'll have to go back to plan A.
Stuart, there's one bit where I was losing you on the bit that goes da 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 da.
Good luck, you. Are you ready?
Have we got the show of hands company here yet?
Yes, they're still looking for it.
Can you page Peter Bender to the stage immediately, please?
Oh, this is fantastic.
Level in PA. Level in PA.
How many are there in the Mary Hare Orchestra?
24.
There isn't enough room to set 24 in a semicircle.
Clown?
Yeah.
And what are you in this story? You're a lion.
Sort of language that won't be going on the television.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. Oh, very little boys and girls at the front here. It is wonderful to see you all. We were given the challenge yesterday, and since then, the most amazing team has been putting together what I think you'll find a truly stunning show. I would like to say a very, very special thank you to Joe Benjamin and the Michael White team who've helped us, well, who have done it completely themselves. They've staged this whole spectacular. There's loads of other people who've helped with the lighting and the sound systems and everything else. And also, of course, to the Royal Albert Hall for playing host to us over the last couple of days. They've been wonderful. But the most important thing is that this show will be seen on primetime BBC One by millions and millions of people who I hope will now have a better understanding of the achievements of deaf people. And that's what this show is all about. It's, if you like, it's a kind of celebration. So we're delighted now to hand you over to our compere for the evening, Tracy Bennett. I hope you love the show. Thank you.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Royal Albert Hall for a very special Royal National Institute for the Deaf Challenge Annaka. To begin, some sign singing. Dancing in the aisles is mandatory.
Monday, 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 must be fun day in the rich man's world. Monday, 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 always Sunday in the rich man's world.
No courage. You come with us to see the Wizard of Oz, and it can give you some courage. Shall we go?
Welcome to One Festival Second. Please welcome the Muppet Monkeys Romance.
Now that you are blind, I will stay with you always.
What stupid, really. I'm just the same. If they could sign, I'd be able to understand. I know I would.
The challenge next tonight on BBC One, how to film wildlife in action. Some tricks of the trade revealed in a moment in Hot Shots.